Hi there, welcome back to GoalNiza channel. Pelé, the top football legend of the world, did many important things to advance soccer and his professional career. He played in more games and scored more goals than any other soccer player in history and is an international sports hero. In today's video, let's take a look at the incredible story of this Brazilian national treasure. Okay, let's go. Family background. Pelé was born Edson Arantes de Nascimento on 23 October 1940. He was the son of João Ramos de Nascimento and Celeste Arantes. He was the elder of two siblings and was named after the American inventor Thomas Edison. His parents decided to remove the I and call him Edson, but there was a mistake on the birth certificate, leading many documents to show his name as Edison, not Edson, as he is called. Unfortunately, in September 2021, Pelé was diagnosed with colon cancer after one hospitalization. Since then, his health has deteriorated, with more time spent in the hospital than outside. Pelé was transferred to palliative care at the beginning of December after his body stopped responding to chemotherapy. Sadly, Pelé takes his last breath at the age of 82 at Albert Einstein Israelite Hospital, São Paulo, Brazil. The city of Santos, where Pelé spent most of his career as a player, declared a 7-day mourning period. Brazilian fans came to Santos Stadium to pay their respects to the king of football. Talking about his childhood, Pelé's father is a mid-level professional footballer who plays for local team Minas Gerais, where people call him Dondinho. Despite the star of the team, his salary was so low that the whole family couldn't just count on it. Not long after that, Dondinho got seriously injured, which forced him to retire from football. Due to that, the whole family had to manage to survive by doing a lot of jobs. That's why Pelé had to work many extra works in order to share the financial burden with his parents. His uncle Jorge had to cut wood and went to knock every single door to sell it. And his aunt Maria worked as a housemaid at São Paulo. On her days off, she went to Bauru bringing fruits which the little Pelé had never seen or even heard of, such as pears and apples, and the old clothes of their hosts. At that time, Pelé was really into football, but he didn't have a soccer ball despite the fact that his father was a soccer player. His balls were made out of a sock stuffed with newspaper and tied with string, or a grapefruit. So the difficult life helped Pelé develop exceptional physical strength, as well as a strong will and determination. With a strong passion for football coursing through his veins, a legend of football monument of the world appeared. Early career. During his high school years, Pelé participated in local amateur youth clubs. Seed Setembro, São Paulinho, Canto do Rio, and Amariquina are among them. Despite not receiving rigorous and professional training, the 14-year-old boy had been opening successes at the time. Plus, Pelé led the juniors of Bauru Athletic Club to 2 São Paulo State Youth Championships. He was a member of the Radium indoor football team when he was in his mid-teens. There, Pelé began playing indoor football just as it was becoming popular in Bauru. He took part in the region's first futsal competition, winning the first championship as well as a number of others. Pelé moved to Santos after his third victory in São Paulo and joined Santos FC, a professional football club. The club's president stated that this 15-year-old player will be the greatest football player in the world. The golden era at Santos. In June 1956, Pelé successfully signed with Santos FC. He was promoted with the title of future superstar as a prediction of his future successes. Only just 1 year, Pelé topped the list of scorers in the league. In a golden era for Santos, he led the club to the 1962 and 1963 Copa Libertadores and to the 1962 and 1963 Intercontinental Cup. Credit with connecting the phrase, "the beautiful game with football." Pelé's electrifying play and penchant for spectacular goals made him a star around the world, and his teams toured internationally in order to take full advantage of his popularity. During his playing days, Pelé was for a period the best paid athlete in the world. In addition to this, Pelé became Santos' all-time top scorer with 643 goals in 659 games. The World Cup 1958. Pelé was named to the Brazil squad for the 1958 World Cup at the age of 17 due to his rapid progress at Santos. He even suffered a knee injury and missed the tournament's first 2 games. However, teammates unanimously advised the team's then coach, Vicente Fiala, to enter the name of the team's youngest brother on the field in the final group stage match against the Soviet Union. The only goal against Wales in the quarter-finals, a hat-trick in the semi-finals against France, and a double against Sweden in that final, all were scored by Pelé. The 17-year-old boy's brilliance astounded the entire football world at the time. Despite Pelé's brilliant performances, Didi, who was 12 years older than him, was still praised for his role as an organizing midfielder and was named the tournament's best player that year. 4 years later, when Pelé returned to the 1962 World Cup tournament, he was regarded as the tournament's best player. However, an injury forced him to withdraw from the game after finishing the second match against the Czech Republic. Brazil was still crowned champion that year, and Garrincha was the most recognized contributor. Pelé had another disappointing World Cup in 1966, when Brazil was eliminated from the group stage. Then, 4 years later, the football king returned with a vengeance in Mexico. His 4 goals were instrumental in Brazil winning its 3rd Gold Cup in history, and Pelé was voted the tournament's best player by experts. Up to this point, no one is arguing about Pelé's title of football king anymore. He left the national team in 1971 after fulfilling his career. In 1975, Pelé came out of semi-retirement and joined New York Cosmos of the North American Soccer League for the 1975 season, leading the team to the championship before retiring for good. Brazilian national treasure. Apart from the achievements with his teammates, Pelé also set a number of impressive records for himself, notably including the most goals of all time, which is recognized as a Guinness World Record with 1,279 goals in 1,363 games. Although 1/3 of this number comes from friendlies with Santos FC, the milestone of 1,000 goals are still considered a miracle of humans. In 1999, Pelé was named Athlete of the Century by the International Olympic Committee and was included in the Time list of the 100 most important people of the 20th century. In 2000, Pelé was voted World Player of the Century by the International Federation of Football History and Statistics IFFHS and was one of the 2 joint winners of the FIFA Player of the Century. Throughout his career and in his retirement, Pelé received several individual and team awards for his performance in the field, his record-breaking achievements, and legacy in the sport. Pelé's love life. Despite having an admirable career and being one of the richest football players of the world, Pelé's personal life is quite complicated and not really nice. He married 3 times, had several affairs, and has some children out of wedlock. His first wife is Rosemary dos Reis Cholbe, whom he tied the knot in 1966. They have together 2 daughters and a son, Kelly Christina, born in 1967, Jennifer, born in 1978, and their son Edson, born in 1970. However, the couple divorced in 1982 after 16 years living under the same roof because of Pelé having an affair with former model and TV host Zuxa Menega, who was then just 17 years old. In April 1994, Pelé married psychologist and gospel singer Ciriele Mosixas, who gave birth on the 28th of September 1996 to twins Joshua and Celeste through fertility treatments. The couple divorced in 2008 because Pelé once again had an affair with another woman. Pelé had at least 2 daughters as a result of his affairs. One of those daughters, Sandra Regina Arantes de Nascimento, died in 2006 at the age of 42. BSBN reports her mother, Anizia Machado, was a maid who had an affair with Pelé when he was a young player with Santos. In 2016, at the age of 73, Pelé made people stunned when he one more time got married. His wife is Marcia Aoki, who was then 41 years old, a Japanese-Brazilian importer of medical equipment from Penápolis, São Paulo. The couple started dating in 2010 and officially become husband and wife in 2016. And that's all for our video today. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions or recommendations, leave a comment in the section below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.